Hi, my name is Baraka Najoli. I'm 24 years old, and I am the founder of Cakery. And for now, I'm the chef, I am the deliverer, I am the marketer. I'm all things in one. Yeah, so Cakery is me, and I am Cakery. I started my business after college. I remember my last attachment. I did it at a well-seasoned hotel. It's called Four Points by Sheraton. And after we finished, we had our graduation, and we were promised that the market was really ready for us. We were told once we graduate, everybody will be looking for us. And I remember 2 years down the line, I was still in my bed, and I had no job. But the only thing I had was some of the recipes I learned at Four Points by Sheraton. So I remember I used to practice them on a daily basis, and finally I actually tried giving people as gifts, giving people as when our visitors came over, I used to make for them desserts, and with time people started demanding for cakes, and I had to up my game, and that's how I had now to go an extra step in finding how better I can get at this. Yeah. My first cake that I baked. The first cake I baked was, I think it was my sister's birthday. It was a family affair. And I remember I was so proud to say that I am the one who will make the cake for my sister on that day. I made that cake, and mazee wale wase wako supportive. Sababu kila mtu alikaza sura akasema this is beautiful, and I'm sure you'll see a picture of what I made, and I don't think you'll agree with that. But the thing which stood out for me was actually more of the taste than even the outward appearance. And I think after they ate it, that's usually focus nayo. Ile ni kama venye wanasemanga ati labda huyu ana sura, it's the personality for me. So I think my cake was the personality, yeah. The personality and what was in here. Why I thought I have to venture into this is because the demand started growing once people tasted the cake, and everybody used to come with a picture on WhatsApp. Mtu ananiambia, this is the cake I want it to look like this, can you do this? So it was I had some pressure of sorts, and I had to put it on myself in order to grow and to try and deliver what they wanted me to have. Yeah. How did I begin? The capital, I remember at first I used to nyemelea mom's things in the kitchen. I used to sneak one my eye, some sugar, some flour, and as I went on, sasa wakaanza kunotice kuna vitu zina miss kwa nyumba. So I had to, sometimes when I used to have orders and I don't have money in my account or in my M-Pesa, I used to borrow them like 500 shillings, 800 shillings. Then when I get paid, I return the amount I had borrowed. But now with time, as I started growing, I was able to save for my own, and even to learn that I can take deposit from the deposit from the customer, and actually go buy the ingredients and make it. Yeah. Uh, for me, that my target was hey, my target. I started with no target. For me, I wanted just to get some money out of it. But as I went on, I realized that people always celebrate birthdays. Every weekend is usually lined up with a birthday, and the need for cake is as compared to what I was doing in school. I was doing culinary arts, which is just being a chef in the kitchen. Nobody will look for a chef every weekend to cook for them, but somebody will look for a cake every weekend. So I started to realize, if I am to get better at this, let me hone my skills to the birthday sector of the cakes, so that I can get better at it. So for me, it was the birthday kids, people celebrating each other during their birthdays. Those were my target audience. Yeah. Full time. Let me start with why I decided to register my company. I remember I had one altercation with a customer when I was still new to the business. This customer actually used to I used to make for them cakes. Then I never knew that they used to buy my cakes, repackage it, and sell it again. So once I realized that, some friends of mine helped me to realize that. I thought, I went to my. I remember I went and talked to my dad. I was like, how can I pursue this? About I felt really disappointed. So I remember my dad was like, the first step, you need to register your company. You need to register the logo of your company. Then every time you sell your cakes, you have to label them and put logos on them so that it can be your work. So I remember after that I realized that, mazee, if somebody mazee kuna mtu hadi anataka kuresell vitu zangu, inamaanisha I'm actually doing something serious. That's when I went full guns blazing. I started putting up my records, everything. Yeah. I've been baking for around 5 years. Um, 2 of those years ilikuwa just trying to get a footing in this industry, because when you start off mazee inakwanga it doesn't come automatically. If again, as I said, if I show you my first cake and what I do now, like, you'll see there's a big difference, and I can credit that to, mostly persistence and just waking up every day trying to be better and better at your skill. So those 2 years were those years for me, just trying to make something that looks like a cake. Then after, now the rest of the about 4 years, that's when now I started selling to people, and people now seriously selling, knowing that I'm giving value for money. Yeah. First of all, I would say from our name, our name is Cakery, derived from on the go. Like, we are usually conveniently ready to deliver to you. We are usually a bakery on the go. What makes us stand out is we are ready to deliver it conveniently, and also we do not compromise on our quality. Yeah. Mazee, I've had to deal with dissatisfied clients, and it's never pretty. First of all, you have the customer is always right. Yeah, I can do my best, but if the customer isn't pleased, or I have not delivered what they expected, inabidi sasa urudi chini, you ask for you apologize, and even you can even, because they started with giving the deposit, now you can even take the price a bit down for them, just to say sorry, or just to feel the sentiments they feel towards your work. But it's usually never pretty, but we usually try as much as possible just to hear out the client and be sorry if you have not reached their standards. What has helped us being on top? I think first of all, it's, our customers. They usually come back over and over again. They usually refer us to other people. So we find that our network as a family of customers grows and grows more. So I can say it's our customers, and even on our side is delivering the consistency of quality and convenience. Yeah. Yes, I have employees. Number one is Baraka. Number two is Baraka. Number three is Baraka. But I think I'm reaching a stage. It's really reaching a stage where I need to get an assistant. I need to get a team, because sometimes you run everywhere and you actually feel that you're getting tired in the process, because now our market is growing bigger and bigger, and we have to deliver. You can find in a week I have around, 12 orders, and saa zingine inaweza kuanguka 5 orders in one day, and I just have two hands. So yes, I'll do it, but I'll really get tired out of it, and I really need a team to make it more convenient, and even for us to expand, even to grow into a bigger bakery. One of the challenges we have encountered, the prices of commodities. Sometimes they usually go up and down, depending with the economy of our country. So, and as much as it goes up, you can't just raise your prices of the menu high and your customers are used to one set of menu. Number two, we have delivery. Mazee, mi sina gari, so ndio nitakutengenezea keki fiti sana, but venye itakufikia sasa, you know, it's either use a matatu or a taxi, which it's you to pay for the taxi. If I take a matatu, you don't know how the driver that day will drive, so it's usually inakwanga a very tricky situation for me as the baker, because I really want to give you the best of my works. But yeah, so those are some of the challenges. Delivery, and even the prices, the fluctuation of prices. Yeah. Oh, how long does it take to bake a cake? The whole process. Okay, baking itself takes about 1 hour. Decoration and all, maybe another 1 hour, 2 hours, depending on the complication. What you wanted me to do to your cake, it varies. But again, it doesn't mean that ati unipigie, you contact us and tell us that I need a cake in 2 hours or 3 hours, because there are a lot of things that go behind in making our cakes, including the packaging, the acquiring of your ingredients. So we usually prefer, if you would take a day, you would actually order a day before. That's the shortest amount of time you can order a cake from us, and we assure you that we'll deliver it as promised. But again, if you're very kind, you can even order a week before or 2 weeks before. It's up to you. Yeah. The lessons I've learned in this business, first of all, hii kitu lazima ukwe persistent. Hii kitu lazima every day it needs to be your passion. Even if you fail, which you will obviously fail, obviously utatengeneza kitu hata hakuna mtu atataka ku appreciate, but nevertheless you need to wake up the next day and try. We have very many platforms. We have YouTube, we have Instagram, where you can see what people are doing and try to make your skill better. Two, first I've said be persistent. Number two is, even as you make the little money you make, just save. Try and save something out of it, because they're usually rainy days. They're usually days where the prices will go up, down, and you can't just change your menu all of a sudden. So I realized when you're financially, you have saved enough money, these things won't get hazitakupata haphazardly. Najua. Na pia for your future. Like, that's why you're doing this. Una hustle ili you make some money out of it. There's no need for you to wake up every day, do work, and have nothing at the end of the day. So number two is save. Number three, I can say is Maze, just try. Like, just try. Like, you have nothing to lose. Just Maze, kama ni hiyo skill umekuwa ukifikiria, maze nikitry nikifail watu watasema nini, you just try. You never know if that's the thing which will unlock your future. You don't know. So for me I took a chance on it. Mi nilikuwa nataka kuwa graphics designer back then. Nilikuwa nataka kuwa mtu wa mchoro. Then I went to school, I did culinary arts. I wanted to cook for people in hotels. Then all of a sudden, the thing that I just tried on just created a new avenue for me to make money from. Yeah. Social media has played a big part in my business. First of all, Instagram and Facebook, because those are the avenues where I market my products. That's where I post my pictures, my videos, and that is like I can say that's maze mi sina shop. Mnaona niko kwa keja mimi. So my shop is in Instagram and Facebook, so you can come there and look at what we make and look at the reviews people are saying, and you can actually buy from them. So from an earlier stage, I realized if I can't rent a shop, if maze just as zingine ukianza hauna ile pesa, hauna ile uwezo. So the easiest way for me is to open an Instagram account which is free of charge, put your things there and share as much as possible. So for me, social media really played a big role, because I was able to put my menus there, my pictures there, and in return people actually responded to it. Yeah. First I'll go back to, you just try. Try with the little you have. Mazee, I remember when I started, I didn't have the whisking machine, the mixer. I used to use an actual whisk. Na ile kitu unachapanga hivi hadi unasikia unasikia unaunga huko kwa mkono. So as a start, mazee, you will not start from here. You'll definitely start from down here. So once you start, you'll open avenues even for God to bless you and make you even better in your skill. So for me, it's just try. There's no harm in trying. There's no regret in trying. But of course uta regret kama ulilalia tu ile dream na siku moja unaulizwa mbona hukufanya hiki kitu. You'll regret because you never know, maybe it's your thing. Yeah. Oh, I hear you need to know the prices. Our prices are we are actually affordable. 1 kgs start from a range of about 2200, with a slight difference. Maybe if you order a pina colada, you can get it's about 2400 because we use real fruit in that. Again, for the designs, it's up to you. If you bring a very complicated design, we'll have to sit with you, or we'll have to connect you to our customer service, which is Baraka, to advise you on how much we'll actually use to make that cake, which it might vary. We might go off the menu a bit here. So one of my favorite cakes, I can say it's called the strocolada. It's like a fusion of strawberry and coconut. Mazee, I by then nilibahatisha tu. One day I was trying to make a cake, something unique, and once I made it, karibu nikule client ya nini keki ya client. It was really good. So I remember after that, actually people started swaying towards that side. Everybody was ordering a strocolada. And I remember even my friends used to order cakes for their birthdays. I used to advise, mazee, msipokula strocolada mko nje. So for me, it's the strocolada. If you want to reach us, you can reach us through social media at Cakery 254. Our account is usually active. You can also find us. I think if you find us on Instagram, you'll have everything you need. As much as my business is thriving, I think that's one thought haijai kutoka kwa akili yangu. Like mazee, bado niko kijani ya mzai. Unajua, like I have aspirations to grow my business and even to set up a shop somewhere around the CBD or around somewhere convenient. Another thing, I want to get a team. I want to be able to work with a team, and I know if I'm able to tackle those two things, then the growth, mazee, I can't imagine what can happen, because I feel unajuanga venye wanasemanga umekamua situation. I think I have really used this situation for the nimeikamua kabisa. Now I think it may reach a point where I need to go to the next level, which is to get a shop and to get a team. Yeah. The one rule I have as the founder of Goki is as much as possible in whatever you do, try to give people the value for their money. Never undersell people. Mtu asikulipe pesa mingi, then you underdeliver. So everything you do, every skill you do, for me, which is baking, every time I bake, like najaribu, I compare ile pesa nimepewa and the amount of time and skill I'm putting in this cake. I usually appreciate just giving the value for money. Yeah. Mazee, of course, in that I'm living with parents, and my parents have helped me through. One of the things, mazee, respect to as I know that mazee, my parents they're a very interesting duo, because my dad is more of the economics, financial aspect. Hizo ni vitu amefanya shule. Then my mom is a nurse. So I remember every time ukimaliza kutoka kufanya order, my dad usually asks me, umetumia pesa? Ulitengeneza pesa ngapi? You know. So sometimes I remember that kama singekuwa na hiyo push on that side, ningekuwa tu natengeneza vitu for fun. Sababu sometimes you find maybe you are kind-hearted My dad really played a role in reminding me, by the way, unaandika, are you writing your records, your financial records? Are you writing how much money you are taking in a month? And on the other side, mom alikuwa mtu wa usafi. Natengeneza hivi keki, anakurudisha. Kibu, clean up first, make sure the place is clean. And I think over time, sasa it was instilled in my head, and it became a major factor of who I became. I also want to just say thank you to them too. Mazee, they have always been there all through the journey. Without their support, I don't think I would be here. The input, atakama the financial, even the encouragement. Mazee, hata mingi tu ni encouragement, because in this journey you need people who can believe in you too. You need people who can speak into your life, people who can tell you, even if you umefanya tu vitu zako, they can tell you, hey mazee, just try again. Yeah. So I really want to say thank you to them. They have been a blessing to my life. Yeah. I remember mazee back then when I was still starting my business, and mabeshte wanakama wanasema, huwezi kutuletea hata tuonje jameni, tujue kama tunaweza kununua. I remember I used to be, nilikuwa msee mzuri, nilikuwa like, let me, okay, nitaona kitu nitafanya. Then you go out of your way, you make a cake just for people to taste. But over time, I started realizing, mazee, hiyo si kazi yangu. Unajua, like, if you want to order a cake, just pay for a cake. Because it comes a time where you need to learn how to separate business from friendship. Like, there are two, like me as a person, I am separate. And and the business as its own entity, it's separate. So nikianza ku mix the both of them, there's a high chance that I won't make money out of it. And mazewe kama beshte yangu, mazee, support my hustle. Usikuwe tu hapo tu unataka kitu ya bure. If you pay for it, trust me, you'll enjoy what you'll get.